I feel cleansing our body is the best way in which we can regain good health and to maintain good health and go beyond the spaces of good health. In the old days, I'm talking about hundreds of years ago or thousands of years ago, the process of detox was exclusively known to the yogis and the Taoists. And these people have explored the human body like we are not really exploring at the present moment. Because in the present moment, we relate to the body in terms of our mind. But these people in the past, they relate to the body in terms of a spiritual process. And the spiritual process actually takes you into the depth of your body, not out of it. So it's really, and one important aspect to this journey is to activate the qi in the system. And one of the things about activating qi in the system is not only what you do in terms of your practice, like some of them do a certain form of yoga or breathing exercises or qigong or meditation to activate that energy. But the other aspect of it is also to make the physical vehicle more receptive to the flow of energy. So if we have too much mucus and toxicity, or even like too much emotions, like anger and fear and jealousy and all these things, they block the channels in the human system. So in the old days, these Taoists and yogis have looked toward plants and fasting and certain special diets to cleanse the system, to basically purify it enough, as much as they could, so that life force can flow through it more harmoniously and more potently. There are many grades of qi that can flow through the body. So it's only by exploring the inner process that we can activate this grades of energy. So for nowadays, what most of us wanted to do is to stay healthy. And we basically are using the same processes of cleaning the body in order to stay healthy. And another way of looking at illnesses is when our inner system is so clogged up with gunk, toxicity, chemicals, heavy metals, and mucus, and all sorts of things, that the human system gets so blocked up that the internal organs can't work properly, and the glands can't work properly, and the blood doesn't flow, or become stagnant, or become stasis, which means the blood just clumped together instead of separating and moving. So detox is the cheapest and the best way in which you can have your body cleaned and maintain good health pretty much for life. So try to think of detox as a process that you should do every 6 months or every year. Personally, I clean my body pretty much all the time because you have a lot of layers. There's a heavy metal, and there's a gallbladder, the liver, the kidneys, the lymphatic system, and the gut. So what I do is that I just work on each part as needed along the way. It's kind of like when you get a new car. It doesn't matter if you get an expensive Ferrari or Lamborghini or a Ford Escort. If you take that car and you run it super fast and getting it stressed out all the time, like how we use our body nowadays with a lot of food that are not necessarily nourishing, and some of them are toxic, and then the level of stress that we induce onto the body. Eventually, that car that runs so well in the first maybe months or half a year or a year, if you don't do an oil change, a tune-up, change your oil filters, and maybe some wires and power plugs, eventually it'll get so clogged up that it'll slow down. And then if you keep running it like that, eventually it'll burn up. So it's the same thing with the human system. So to detox, is to give your body a fresh chance for your system to be renewed and regenerated.